He's asleep, you weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. All back here, get all back here, get back, 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 all back, back. Listen, I don't mean to call you, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we like we go back, way, way back.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. And that's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
41-yard line.
Here we go. Pause, Ray.
To throw, Young. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Devin Lloyd on the coverage defensively.
Ready up.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Young. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Murray. That's out wide here for Robinson. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the the catch and run. 45 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Murray now to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 22 yards. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Taylor in punt formation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. And just shouting him off there. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Slide. 90 seconds. Ready. Clock 40. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jimmy Horn Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain, a nice little cherry on top there at the end. So from 135 all the way over to the other, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. 7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Robinson up the middle. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Murray going to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up second and 2.
Here's Murray. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Bijan Robinson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now second down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throw left side complete to Chase. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
42-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bengals.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Shotgun now from Murray. That is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal.
Murray now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Escapes the defender. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ready?
Now a toss left side for Judkins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
3rd down, Young from the gun. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10.
Young will set to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jenkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Ready.
Judkins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. One after here coming up. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 28, Bengals 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Ready.
Here's Young. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On the ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, it's Young. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Ready.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are back within a score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll let Robinson try and run. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, Judkins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
Give up the middle, Judkins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Young. Going for a right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Wester on the return. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 7.
Striker, 3,
They'll stay on the ground for Judkins. And Hardwell's going to get it over the 40 to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
60 rest, ready.
Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there, got him some extra yardage. 120 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Jenkins. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready,
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. An inside run with Jenkins. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Red, 38. Set.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A give. Here's Judkins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Ravens 42, Bengals 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
For this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Go on, Hurt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jalen Walker in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Throw is going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
Here we go.
On the toss, Jenkins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Set.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. But now he appears to be in some pain. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Up the middle they go. It's Jenkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Set. Yellow, 43. Hut.
And they take a knee. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Ravens, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next.